Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating.
In the cabin, you see...
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of 4
feelings.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility. Trust me, officer.
She's silent.
Officer. You know...
You're doing it.
I'll be frank, the Union...
Remember those...
Or...
Detective, a word in...
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and this woman is running circles around us.
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
Oh, that would be fun.
The situation...
You could request a new one from your...
You're back. Good. By love, you did.
She is memorizing your badge number.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. What can I help you with,
How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen it?
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. My plan is to share information.
Meaning, the information... How bad can the info...
The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, more lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance. It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose...
Wild Pine seems to be... well...
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no, yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the dock...
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from...
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whale.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will...
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
We did.
We know the company has launched it.
Well, no. We asked East Motor Track. This is a limited... Thousands of liters.
Well, at least...
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are
There was a shakedown of local businesses
with all due respect to these desert cacti. Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely. Then loaded for two. Might even...
or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary...
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Yes? Excellent. It may come to nothing, or it may... In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may...
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own, but those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer...
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo. And it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith? This is...
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire. Wait. There's something here, stored away in some dust.
Whoa. What else? Silent communion. That's good. Dang. That's some great shit.
Or did you learn it in school? More importantly, who can prove if you did? Go with it. You deserve some acclaim.
No matter. It's a fine stanza. You're not so... They're more often in the fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse. Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
An old monument. The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph. No response, wherever.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forced.
Where am I? Who are you? Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel until you came along, that is. Someone was. This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to fame.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed.
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make? They're beautiful. That is, I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. Well, you.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muin.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole. Diamonds. Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go.
Yeah, it's definitely so.
Then it's contraband, Lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in?
Bad hand. Hermenegildos's bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really...
Of course not. To truly...
Boyadero.
It's an old ballad about a... Of course not.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in. The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by men. What do I need drugs for, Lawman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary. Yes, there is a protagonista.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Then what will you get?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
You're mad, Lawman. What of it? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference. Just this mouth I made half... No, Lawman.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't... Or...
I think we're done here, no? She's just a
So he doesn't...
You hear that, Lawman? Oh, don't... Lomonosov's Land...
A terrible...
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly. You're right, Lawman.
A correct appraisal.
Is that all you woke me up to say? Yes, go.
A lorry stuck in... The windows are clear. They've been recently...
Likely, yes.
He was acting tough, the driver, as a daunting...
Right to work! Right to work!
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight.
Perhaps it's good to agree to get him talking.
I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is not in, not out. I'll never beat...
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about...
I don't know shit. And if I did, what do you think?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. Since he left,
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
It's a fucking travesty is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Of course he's a lorry. He's tribard.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Guess so.
All I'm wondering, man. Okay.
I've got nothing to say to you. I am not.
You could be Liz.
Even.
He's right. With a face like...
Please.
It's not her. She's...
Like I already told you.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called...
Huh? You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up. But
you want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her if you don't. If you question her, harass her. A freight train.
What is her name?
Claudia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name. With your eyes...
I don't understand what's so cool.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll...
It sounds like you're having a heart attack. Whatever you said, it couldn't have been that bad. Please relax. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
I know her.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months. You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to... And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
We did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need...
Here you go, boss.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again.
Okay, enough. All of this is a
What do you think I meant? Yeah, we did them. What's that to you? No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Remember what I said. Again? Serious. Yeah, whatever.
Officer, what was that? You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. Okay, that's manageable. This is unprofessional. Not sharing...
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
This medicine cabinet is full of pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bone. Nacra. This is used to treat...
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine of...
Among some foreign, probably Messinian, or got a bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. You dropped it. Wow. That's unbelievably... The lieutenant tries to keep his eyes on the door. Who cares, man? Who... It's been used quite a lot.
Welcome to the roof.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built, long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof. but no.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly. Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened. They also say it's why the cleaning lady quit.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer? Like riding a coppercycle.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Clausier Amandu.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds or
I'm 28. Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate. A bad memory, officer.
The Republic of Oranje is a democratic nation on the Muindi Isola. They will make you into a fiscal colony.
It's the past.
Thankfully, it's implied.
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cat.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausier Mon.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okie dokie. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese.
What about Revacholian literature?
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world. That's the natural state of the Revacholian hero.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault.
Nothing. I do nothing with it. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit. Many things. A roller skating instructor.
Miss Oranje, now there is something you should linger on.
It's a beauty pageant, held in the year of...
She was 14 at the time.
Indeed.
Her voice is indifferent to the number.
It was okay. And it was called Miss Teen, Oranje 37, actually. You'll be glad to hear that
the march of ethical progress continues.
the record. So official. Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake? Yeah, I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acted by they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about it.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
We partied. A lot of partying going on.
From Titus. About her and Titus.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you...
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. I guess you can say that, yes, a bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was...
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window.
A bitter cringe. It hurts.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people...
The voice was disguised. Did you...
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio...
So, she's...
Did I? Fuck.
Jigsaw falling into place. This...
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening.
We're not entirely convinced about that.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right...
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be... He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing.
And his role in this strike was...
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was...
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. Over drinks, it's been a little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with...
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weary.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Why not?
The same small, heavy door is barred from the inside.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first... I don't know.
Below, the hostel cafe, a dull thump.
The vigilantes? The cadaver? And a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
You kick it. Gung.
All right. Let's trash the place.
Let's not.
Your foot is ready to explode and punish this object. The sturdy wood door has lost all respect. The same small, heavy door. No.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called... Nothing will make them respect the RCM. But it will disrupt the... What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
You would have caught it.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some... She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation.
Hey, was there?
I've got nothing to say to you.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
A lorry stuck in the windows are clear.
Likely.
He was acting tough before.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather kills me. The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything...
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. And you went and put...
Titus Hardy. Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all...
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Someone has to rush in to break the tension.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. Show it to him, T.
What? Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me these soldiers...
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters. A mess. It might be...
You don't care about evidence.
Pigs, T.
I won't be on...
There's a lot of questions.
What's on it? We call it the door.
Now that is in...
You think we go...
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analysts.
Yeah, like you have one.
Bear.
We have...
Understood?
Since where...
Things got nice and... It's not advanced.
Don't put your...
Yeah, man. They're like a radio.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I live? Yeah, clear.
I'm sure we can find it.
Your room had one. Or maybe...
Don't forget your tape, lawman. You do that. Oh, yeah? What a... You do that.
The porter reel is just... You push, command set, and the tape starts spinning.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your portrait.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor wall. Still, it seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. Still, one of the other mercenaries, I think. A village on the Samaran Isola in South Safre.
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safre. It has been hot for 12...
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have a
symbol of soldier of the...
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony.
As you take out...
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Not my favorite topic, but okay. I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't. In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. How about we,
She puts her coffee cup down.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did...
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased.
Does he say he's gonna do it, soldier of the... Yeah. That was...
A memory surfaces in her tired...
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy.
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate.
There's more to this.
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut, all afraid of what? Had I the...
She wouldn't. She doesn't have the full Hoi in her.
Did he tell you he had actually done?
No.
What kind of
Thank you for clearing that up, miss.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example...
Actually, officer...
A nickname?
I guess.
Lelistat. We have a few questions.
The young woman. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the...
In Oranje, officer.
The Lelistat.
You were almost right, officer. That means he's...
Yes.
Did that bring you to...
No.
Sex. No love for Mother Aranye. But wasn't he a...
No. He left the national... He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. I love Revachol, though. He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrate...
We were slightly off then.
Blue. Like... Pardon this.
He had a combat wound? On his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile.
Ah, yes. His hair?
It was light brown, almost blonde. Oh, that. It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out.
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is... He's smoking and the woman goes like... And he says, and so it goes. Oh, yeah. No, thank you.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed... He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All... It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then.
All right. Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more. Wait. Stop. That man, bloated below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old. How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Huh. How old do I think you are?
She's buying time to formulate the...
I don't know. 1, 2.
You're not.
Sure he is. You know. 8.
Yes, but for him that number is higher than 45.
Wait. This requires to the laboratorium.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? Anne. That fucking fucker. You're the worst.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
No shit, it was bad. The fuck did she say then? It's all fuck-a-doodle fine. This is what people are supposed to talk like?
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn...
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She's still...
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. They're confused. This is growing...
Come on, Titus. It's been a long day. I'm tired of running back and forth between you. I can see you're tired, too. What?
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore. Next time you see her, tell her, Titus.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wit.
That lying, scamming. We're done.
Yeah.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, Captain.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these outside, under... Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company?
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the...
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
We didn't light him on fire.
That's it.
Officer.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler?
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her...
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
Me too.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue.
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them?
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking...
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she
That's all he knows. That's all she...
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says I'm thinking someone's
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klaus.
I like that.
Tell you what I'd do.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one.
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be
That's right. It was her idea to hang him.
The big guy turns to Glenn, who's about to say the blonde shuts his mouth.
I'll say it again. All the Hardy Boys are right here, cop. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to. Nah, he's my brother.
Tibbs. That's...
Yeah. Good man.
Bet their father's named Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go...
Suddenly, the wind picks up.
She... Klausya came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just...
We'll take that into account.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired.
I understand. I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting...
This is good. Is it? Shush. I can't hear what she says.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste...
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into. You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea. As she's done, a grand expanse of water, the Pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old, old world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business. But bad business.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have any...
Fucked? People... Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
We were there. Okay. I turned back to him.
Her chest rises and falls with...
I knew he was dead. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. So am I.
She throws it away.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be...
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear...
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too.
Ruby?
Ruby. You know,
the leader?
Of the Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they... Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. She said she'd take care of this.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tempering.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It took Ruby maybe half an hour. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding. What? Why would I put... He wouldn't have died.
All kinds of crazy. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere, lying around. Close to her hand.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. Like what? Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator. Idiot? She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand. The people around here, he kept
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in
What exactly did you...
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't find.
I need the names of the companies involved, and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. As to who hired...
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo. Sure. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to... That's the first thing that went through my head. I thought they'd found me, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. I just don't know.
We can't go.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing. Last week, Angus and Titus's brother...
You should have a look at them. Yes, you see the glass sparkling.
I did. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of...
She nodded. He's thinking, are we done here? Or...
Officer. It's a...
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week, like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB, I have to lie. No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say
Falsified document.
passport and visa.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous west of the boardwalk. It's useless.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's Katarzyna.
It's a grab. It also makes Glazia almost an aliquot.
It was a sentiment.
A nickname.
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago. My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranie. Elysium is my father's name. That's cool. I am. They can never.
Yes, they can. For she nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. She's slow. You are. This is not the end of this.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
I did. There was an older.
That is, anyone could.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night.
It checks out.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers. But I...
She slowly lights a...
Hey, was there?
the cover of what on the inside. This brief look, TM. You turn to the table of known to his new during his and yet his most fascinating. If you're like most people, wrong. As Mezos during his a true, but what we may yet discover, certainly, in woe is unfortunate building on Nielsen's basic insight. These theorists correct, though certain. In fact, that's because the inframaterial at the lowest. To take one, the difference in even today. Who's to? It's also been postulated. Your hand, of course. Oh yeah, that's correct. 8 out hyperpred. And on that note, of course, the book fits quite snug. You flip for when at this second level, certain hyper-revolutionary according to it's become something of a folk legend. One of the much of what we know of the communard's activities during this period. Because in other words, you know what? At most there you meaning this should be more than enough. You breeze when more like of course some inframaterialists have even argued that it might require more plasm than humanity alone may be capable of producing. Some have did that book just others have argued in some of his later writings. Precisely on the following, another depicts a leaning in the corner, a state that's all right if you'd like to try something different. Regular law official. There's nothing.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Goodbye.
Hello again.
The remaining windows rattle. Dripping water falls from her. There's rust and corrosion on the bars.
No. I won't even... I had a partner once. They called him Eyes. Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works.
You see, I want... Metal and plastic.
That over there.
Ooh. Hidden. You lift the boy out of the water with the number 11.
Simple construction.
There's something in it. Smells like you would expect a shot glass's worth of...
Well, damn. We still got here too late. I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small... could be. We should keep an eye out.
You could ask the miss what she thinks.
Yes, what is it?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to Oh, not much anymore. I'm here. The strike. Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had drugs? They're shit, man. You know where they know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken our...
He eyes you. Damn. It didn't work.
I don't know shit. What do you think?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy since he left.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how...
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all this? It's about biological not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in... I'm not the only one. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design.
Race is a simplistic means of social classification. But the lieutenant tries to remember...
As arbitrary as any judgment, that doesn't make it less of a fact. We all have to use facts. Huh?
Oh?
Go right ahead.
Lieutenant Kisaraga's stern expression. Not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks. Wriggled out of it.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a... Of course he's a lorry driver. What? His tribe are natural liars.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not...
Guess so.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota. Evening falls. The vows of lower intestine. Fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Rivershot's problems? Quit stalling, Bruta. Yes, them. Women. That's what fascism boils down to. Stomach truth. You're having a stomach because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times. Okay, yes, that sounds much better. You're going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, Brota. There's a slow, painful it is one of betrayal. The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs, unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! That's very cool. I don't like drugs either. I only... That's evil.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet...
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works...
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm... Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. No! That's insane. It's nothing.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd, you know, the drug...
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's...
A lady driver? Perhaps connected to Ruby somehow.
All of them. I don't know.
Who exactly is talking?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember. I don't know. Maybe.
He's not ruling her out.
I don't know. I told you. All right. I scored.
Lowman, you called me. Did you just call me a lady?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. The woman's malevolent.
I'm a lady like you are, Gabriel Buenguerro. I'm only terrifying to small children.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers? Because they can no longer recognize the person. Oh, Sim. Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me away. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? If you don't know?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Who the fuck is Irat? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's maybe, probably not. Just this mouth I made. No, Lowman, diamonds. Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try. I would never make fun of a real loan.
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what the client...
Lay off her.
Where do you want her?
I think we're done here, no?
A lorry stuck in the windows are clear. They've been...
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Word has traveled yet?
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take.
Until you come up with something at that intersection, how do you think that...
There was a shake.
With all due respect, precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night.
She simply nods.
That's the man who was killed. Better not tie the fourth day to the Bat's day on this.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
She mumbles some kind of a response.
It's barely...
She hasn't spoken to
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?